I have now seen the worst movie I've ever seen in my life. I thought that Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 was shit. I thought that New Moon was shit. I thought that Epic movie was shit. I thought that Home Alone 4 was shit. But hell no. Hell no. I found a movie that's even worse than all those movies combined. Yes, I finally watched it. Nate Dunning and Corey Cage, you guys were right. This movie's a piece of shit. What do you have to say about this piece of garbage?
Jason Goes to Hell, and dude, there's no scenes in hell. It's stupid. It should be called Jason Goes Down the Shit Tank.
It should be called Jason Goes Downhill. I mean,
Yeah.
nothing about this movie made fucking sense.
It didn't even have the attitude of a Friday the 13th. It had it had a Nemonomicron from Evil Dead in there.
Yeah,
They copied Evil Dead, and then it had this sword. It changed into some different sword. It came from Power Rangers or Lord of the Rings or something. And then it had this and it had a bunch of just stupid stuff. And there's a demon version of Jason. It was so retarded.
yeah, one thing. Okay, so you see Jason blown up, and then after that, this black guy eats Jason's heart for whatever reason. I mean, why the hell would you want to eat a serial killer's heart? Do you have at least one good reason to eat a serial killer's heart?
Oh, it tastes good.
But yeah, that's exactly my point. Why the hell would you want to eat some killer's heart? Then after that, the heart just somehow made him turn into a murderer and made the black guy turn into the next Jason. And I mean, the whole Jason as a demon thing didn't make any fucking sense.
It was stupid. And then
how the hell did he turn into a demon?
And then the Nemonomicron was in there too. It was stupid. It was like they're ripping the fuck
Off of Evil Dead.
Evil Dead, yeah. And then another thing that pissed me off about the movie is the acting was so terrible.
Oh, don't get me started on the fucking acting. I thought that the acting was shit in New Moon. But I think I found a movie that is maybe just as bad, but maybe even worse than New Moon. God.
That shouldn't even get the title Friday the 13th. It should get Friday the
Piece of shit.
Piece of shit.
Well, actually, the full title is Jason Goes to Hell, The Final Friday. But they should seriously retitle this movie A Piece of Fucking Shit. Or Jason Goes Downhill, or Jason Goes Down the Shitter.
Or Jason Goes Down the Toilet. It is so crap, dude. And then this freaking this weird demon thing goes in this girl's vagina, and
then somehow Jason
appears,
gets his body back.
Has his body back, and it's all damaged from the stuff before, the body that they blew up supposedly, and well, let's just say it's the same body that he had, and then they call down from heaven, and then these hands are grabbing him, taking him underground. It was so stupid.
But one thing, hell is not underground, you dumb pieces of shit who made this movie. It's not underground. It's in a different dimension. Everyone knows that. I mean, that's like saying, oh, heaven's in the clouds. Heaven is in the sky. Heaven is in outer space.
It's in a different
Don't you get what I mean? And then, at the end, when you see Jason's mask go underground, then, the next scene is, right on top of the ground. Right on top of the ground.
And Freddy Krueger grabs it.
Even though that they didn't make Freddy vs. Jason until, 12 years later.
Yeah, fucking dum-dums.
God. And the director of this movie said, whoa, there are so many Friday the 13th fans pissed off at me. Do you fucking wonder why?
It was garbage. It was so bad.
Oh, God.
It was like a big fart in a big crowd. It was so bad. A 0 out of a 10.
Oh God,
such crap.
this movie's so bad. I can't even give it a 0. I have to give it negative.
10.
Negative 10 out of 10. It was that awful.
It was
Awful.
stupid.
The movie didn't make any sense at all. Oh my
They
God.
ripped off so many people.
I know. God.
Freaking literally makes Jason X look like a masterpiece.
This movie makes New Moon look like a masterpiece. This movie makes hell. This movie makes my shit look like a masterpiece.
The movie was like taking a big shit and watching it flush.
You're exactly right. Oh yeah. To all my YouTube fans who don't know who this is my best friend Sebastian.
What's up?
Yeah, he has a YouTube account also. Sebastian is cool. Go subscribe to him. And he has a Facebook account.
Yeah.
Go ahead and add him on Facebook. If you want to find him on Facebook, just like go on my Facebook, and he likes all my statuses. So trust me, it won't be hard to find him. Man,
Well, we recommend you do not see Jason Goes to Hell the final Friday. It was like a big load of crocking, smelly, shithole, vagina pounding bitch wad crap. Just the words that we have in English in this sanctuary cannot describe how terrible it is.
this movie is just so shitty. So shitty. It just makes me wonder, what the hell were they thinking?
They must have been high off crack or something, or smoking each other's pubes or something.
No, they didn't even try with this movie. There were so many plot holes that didn't make any sense.
The effects in it, I mean, I know it was made in 91, but they are not that good. I've seen, like, Alien vs. The first Alien movie had better effects than that, way better. And it was
How I know?
in, like, 81, and it had masterpiece effects. And this is a movie that's made like
20 years later.
And it has effects, like, worse than the freaking, Godzilla movie in
From like
1951.
50s. I know. God.
It was pure shit, and then Jason in the beginning looked fucking fake as fuck.
I know, he did. He looked terrible.
And literally, they're like, Jason killed over 87 people in the world.
That's a lot of people.
Jason killed way more than that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, so you remember at the very end, like when Jason like was just beating up that guy? I mean, Jason wouldn't just like just beat him up. He'll kill him in like 2 seconds.
And Jason would pull out a machete and cut his head off.
Oh yeah. Speaking of his machete, why didn't Jason kill anyone with his machete in this movie?
And then his machete was in the freaking restaurant where that big fat chick was, hanging on a ceiling. And then that guy grabs his machete and hits Jason with it.
Oh yeah, one thing. Remember that one black guy in that cell? How the hell did he know all that shit about Jason?
Yeah.
And then how the hell did he get out of his cell?
I have no idea.
Oh yeah, like remember like when like that black guy kept on breaking that guy's finger? I mean like he was like, "Hey, let me see your hand." Oh, hey.
Which Jessica? I'll give you this one's on a house now.
And yeah, then like that guy's stupid enough. He gives him his hand again. He breaks it again. I mean, how stupid can you be to let someone break your hand twice? I mean, after when he broke it once, you're not going to give him your hand again to break it.
It was garbage.
God, and before I saw this movie, I thought that Part 5 was the worst Friday the 13th movie, but this one takes the cake. This one...
Oh my god.
Nate Dunning, I wish I would have listened to you. Now I regret...
Oh my god, it was like a frickin'...
I regret buying this now.
Shit.
I mean, it has 2 shitty movies for the price of one. Freddy vs. Jason was alright, but...
Freddy vs. Jason was not that bad.
Well, yeah, but it did have its flaws.
It did have a few shit kinks in it.
Yeah, it did have some stuff that didn't make sense. Like in Freddy vs. Jason, Freddy was like, I don't want people to remember me. But yet, people always mention, oh yeah, Freddy Krueger, oh yeah, I remember him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
didn't make any sense. This one...
But although Freddy vs. Jason was a hell of a lot better than this, and it had pretty badass action sequences, and it had a killer soundtrack.
Yeah, fucking soundtrack.
Oh yeah,
was amazing.
Speaking of music, Jason
Nero and freaking
Slipknot, Stone Sour.
Autumn to Ashes is on the soundtrack.
Oh yeah, speaking of music, this one has to have one of the stupidest music. I mean, like, okay, here's the thing.
No, hold on.
I mean, I was never a fan of the music in any of the Friday the 13th movies. I always thought that they were cheesy as hell. I mean, the music in this movie was really easy to make fun of. Especially in the opening credits, like boom, 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 boom. It was the same thing being repeated over and over again.
Yeah, such a crappy freaking song. It was so horrible.